Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning into a special edition, Steel City Sports World. I'm your host, Luther Dupree, joined as always. Smoking Jim is with us by phone. I got RW Media, Ralph Williams, and we got
Thank
Phil
you.
Fillmore. What's going on, fellas? How you feel?
We're great today.
All
So
right.
I'm a little light in the wallet, but I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. You're telling us a little bit about that. Hey, Fillmore, I see you got the red and blue. I thought it was Westinghouse Bulldogs, but it's
It,
not.
it could be Westinghouse, no, but it is North Carolina A&T. Representing HBCUs. So I'm always, I'm always popping with something, man. I always got something going on.
Okay, I got Central State on, so
All
yeah.
right.
Hey, what's up, Jim? How you feel, man? You with us still?
Yeah, I feel good, man.
All right.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. All right, we got Destiny. Thank you for jumping in early.
Thank you.
We got Big Rome is in the house. What's up, Big Rome? Still
Big
trying to
Rome.
get you up here. We
All
got
right.
Woodland Hills finest Boys and Girls Club way back in the day. Hey,
Phew.
make sure you give us a call. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. A lot of things going on. But
Oh,
Smokey,
hey, Luther, real quick. I keep forgetting because I saw your daughter riding a horse on Facebook. I forgot to do that last week.
all right. Lee is in the house. What's going on, Lee? Make sure you give us a call. The number 412-530-5063 is down there. But let's start it off, man. First to 10 with Smoking Jim. What you got for us, Smoking Jim?
Hey, thanks, Lou. I tell you what, man, I owe you an apology, brother. First of all, bro, you said that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese was like magic and bird, and I just didn't see it, man, until recently. I said, Luther, apology, man, because, man, you see all these great players in college basketball. A lot of 3,000-point scores, but they didn't hit stardom like Caitlin Clark, and it's because of the black-white of Angel Reese, man. It was that rivalry. I could see it now, and you seen it from the very beginning, Lou. And so I owe you an apology, man, on that, man. You was right on. And hey, secondly, I want to thank you, Lou. I think we're only two blacks in the house, but I want to thank you for coming out to my 15th annual birthday bash and Alan Levine, the Talking Machine 1000 show. I'm not sure you knew it was my birthday bash because you came in empty-handed.
Hey, I learned by watching the best. Jim, you always come empty-handed, so I figured I should come empty-handed too.
Hey, I did get a lot of gifts, so I got to say, thank goodness for white friends.
Oh, my. Hey, happy birthday, Smoking Jill, man. A true legend, man. It was a great time, man. 1,000 shows. It was your birthday. You got they call you the Batman, because you always disappear before anybody knows. So they call you Batman. But yeah, Angel Reese just made the cover of 2K26. Very, very impressive. Caitlin Clark got the most votes for the All-Star Game. They're blowing up the league, and women's basketball is just going to get better and better. Juju Watkins from USC is coming in. So I'm excited about women's sports. I think it's better than ever. And let's hit some of these comments real quick. Lee was at the bash. All right, cheerleaders. Hey, I want to talk about something real quick, man. I was really disappointed to see what's going on with Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
We always talk about players not giving back and not doing some of the things they should. We had a player that was doing exactly what we want players to do: give back and go to the high school that kind of put you where you needed to be. He did that, and he's getting a lot of pushback. Right now, it looks like they're trying to make him so he can't be coaching this year. But all he did was take the team at 318. They won the state title. He invested a lot of money into the program, and I think some of the people were kind of upset about it because I guess he got more shine than them. And I don't agree with it. Coming up through sports, there was always that coach that went above and beyond, saved a lot of lives in the community, invested over, $200,000. Hopefully, he can get it back. I saw that Florida State Board of Education members are, calling for his immediate reinstatement this year. So hopefully that gets done.
And that's
Daniel Fogaholi. So hopefully that gets done, man. We want players to give back, and he's a guy who was giving back, man. He looked good coaching these guys, led them to a state title, then went to Detroit Lions, and they lost the playoff game. But that was an incredible year for them. Incredible year for these students. $14K for training camp, $9,500 for sets, $2,200 a week for pregame meals. Man, he could be saving lives. If they were,
Right.
they could be doing so many other things. So it's wrong. I'm calling for Florida to reinstate this man. He's done wonders for the program. This is what we want. People giving back, doing great things for the community, a high school that he came out of, and he's investing back into it. I think it's a lot of jealousy, a lot of hate. He needs his job back. Kudos to Teddy Bridgewater. He said even if he doesn't come back, he's still going to be supporting as a volunteer. So kudos to him. Smoking Jim, your thoughts, or anybody, your thoughts on that?
We'll start with Smoking Jim. Go ahead.
Jim, where you at, Jim?
Hey, Lou, I got a history with Northwestern High School. I used to go every year, and I think we got the idea to do the Westie House Peabody one year. I used to go to the Soul Bowl every year.
Right.
Northwestern High School used to play Jackson High School at the Orange Bowl in Miami. Used to get 50,000 people. So it's always been always produced a lot of great athletes, man. I've seen Antonio Bryan down there. That's when I told Pitt. Antonio Bryan needs to get a scholarship, and they reluctantly gave him a scholarship, and he tore up the league. But I agree. Bridgewater ought to get kicked out.
What?
You can't break rules. You can't be illegal. Where you need $2,000 a day to
He's saving these kids.
So, listen, man. You got to do it right. You got to do it legally. That program does not need a Teddy Bridgewater.
They need more Teddy Bridgewaters.
More of them.
I wouldn't let him coach from the stands. I wouldn't even let him in the stadium. I do the Terrell Pryor Ohio State rule. We'd be banned from the stadium for 5 years. So.
Wow. Jim gotta be trolling, man. Come on, Jim.
Man, I mean, he's doing wonders for these kids, man. I love everything he's doing, man. Hey, number to call, 412-530-5063. Already got some people already, man. Talking Teddy Bridgewater, talking a number of things. Gilmore, your thoughts? They wearing your colors, the black and gold, the blue and gold.
Come on, man. Right. Come on. Listen, I don't just rep this. Yes, it is North Carolina A&T, but I am a Bulldog. I went to Westinghouse. I played football for Westinghouse. If it wasn't for coaches like George Anthony Webb and Leroy Dillard, man, like that kept me busy and off the streets and stuff like that. Doing summer jobs with Coach Dill and stuff like that, man. We need coaches like Teddy Bridgewater. There's food scarcities, right? Man, people are poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, the resources this man has brought to this school. It's the same thing Dion did at Jackson State.
Right, absolutely.
But because it's Teddy Bridgewater, somebody got mad, and now he got something to sideline, and now the kids got to suffer. The kids have less now.
Yeah, that's sad. That is.
That's horrible, man. Reinstate him ASAP.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully that gets settled, man. I was disappointed. It was a feel-good story last year, and this year it starts off the complete opposite, a disgrace.
Well, guys, you all know this. I mean, you got these parents and these board members of these school districts that really, they don't understand what's going on, and they don't see, I think, outside the box sometimes. and a lot of them are jealous people. I mean, this guy got money. He's a former athlete. He's contributing to the program. What else do you want from this man? I mean, and he's also coaching the team. I mean, and like you said, Luther and Fillmore, and he's keeping kids off the streets. He's putting them, doing well, just like Dante
Dante Green from Westinghouse. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a brain fart there for a minute. Sorry. Anyway, he's doing for Westinghouse, and he's the only coach in the city league that does like that. I mean, I don't know anyone else right now.
There's some other good ones, but he's doing it at a level that no one else is doing.
Exactly.
It right now.
Exactly.
That's right.
So,
in fact, one of their players just went to Florida. Keyshawn Robertson is going.
Yeah, he did.
Florida. So I don't know if he'll be playing for Teddy Bridgewater or what.
Steak dinners. Who cares? You know.
Hey, real quick, back in the chat, we got Who the Goat. Salute, Lou. Salute, Who the Goat. James Fillmore. Oh, big bro is in the house.
Hey, what up?
Who the Goat? Smoking Jim wrong again. What is he talking about? I don't know what you're talking about on this, man. You're catching a major L, Jim. What is he doing that's wrong?
I see Westinghouse's players is now running away from Southern Columbia for cheering.
What are you?
Here he go. All right, come on, man.
Coach Green is doing a great job at Westinghouse, but he ain't putting his own money into the program. They raise money through the community for the Letterman jackets. They raise money through the community for championship rings. Teddy Bridgewater is breaking all the rules, and he can't get away with it just because he's a celebrity. Like I said, I would give him a 5-year ban.
Our coaches do this all the time. It's just plenty of coaches. There's, how many coaches in the city of Whippy are paying for Uber rides and meals?
Yep.
I don't know of any.
I know of plenty, but I'm not going to put it out there. But I know of plenty because you're going to mess around and try to turn them into the PIAA and whip you. But this this is not.
After practice, they're sending kids home with meals because they don't have there's food scarcities at home. So it's not all coming from the school either. It's not. Absolutely. So coaches putting their own money and investing in these. They're not investing in the sport. They're investing in the children.
And Fillmore, you were a great athlete. Let me ask you this: there's rules. And there's rules. If you break the rules, you may be doing it. I'm not saying everything that Teddy's doing is bad, even though 90% is. I'm just saying he's breaking the rules. And you got to pay the price if you're breaking them. There's rules for a reason.
Then let's change the rules. The rules are stupid.
Right.
I don't want no kid going hungry playing football. I've never seen a football player starve. I've never seen that. The community finds a way to feed these kids. They got boosters and everything else, man. They charge money at the game so that they have funding. But Teddy Bridgewater's breaking the rules. I got to sit him down for 5 years.
5 years. All right, Jim.
Plus, I didn't like how he left the kid. He loved the kid so much. He left him for another NFL contract.
No, they had already won the state title, Jim. And then he moved. Then he went and signed with the Detroit Lions as a backup. There was nothing wrong with that. The season was over.
Right.
Hey, but Jim.
Detroit don't want him now. After all he's making.
No, he was whatever, Jim. You need to stop it. Yeah. Everybody's on you. You're completely wrong, Jim. Man. We could go on.
He's driving Dan Campbell around chauffeuring him. So that's what he's doing.
412-530-5063. A couple things that we wanted to get into. Jim, once again, now we talked about Shakur Stevenson, right? You took another massive L on that. You said he wasn't going to be able to handle it, and he styled on him, Jim. Styled on it. Listen, Shakur Stevenson landed 52% of his power punches, 46 of his jabs. He was just amazing in that fight, Jim. I mean, I was impressed with him. He stayed. He wasn't running like they so-called, and he did his thing, man. You know, so a massive L for you, Jim. I told you it wasn't going to be close. He watched them. Most scorecards had it like 6 rounds to 4. I mean, it was a massacre the way he did it. So it was like 8-4 that he won on most of the cards. Jim, what was your thoughts?
Hey, congratulations! You called it. He didn't look good in his last couple of fights. I'm glad he showed up at the fight. I thought he was classless after the fight, giving everybody the finger and all these things. Listen, this guy just missed out on endorsement. He missed out on a lot of things, man. You know, he's foul-mouthed guys at press conferences. He can't even watch these press conferences anymore because these guys at 130 pounds want to flex. And I tell you what, man, I lost a lot of respect for him, but he's a talented kid. So you're right, Lou.
Hey, Joe, man, listen, man, this is boxing. We've heard Mike Tyson talking about eating kids and doing all kind of other stuff. Huh? No, I'm saying
they don't forget about the ear situation.
I mean, we've heard it. This is not a new phenomenon, Jim. You know, he took a lot of hate. People said he was going to run, and he stayed, and he boxed this guy's head off, hurt him numerous times. You know, maybe if he didn't have those brittle hands, he might have taken him out. Now he's even talking about fighting a corner Ben at 147. Listen, he did everything you said he couldn't do, Jim. You know, give him some credit.
All you black guys talk about what you're going to do, but you never do it. You know what I mean?
Are you black, Jim?
Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
He may not, but he said he wanted to fight him. They were on an interview together, and he said it.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, you guys know how to do the okey doke. You know good and well he don't want corner Ben.
Listen, I would like to see the fight. I would most likely like to see him fight Tank, but Tank got Lamont Roach problems. He has drama. He just got arrested again.
Oh, man, my man Tank. Oh, man.
Jim, you caught him crime time a couple years ago on Fox.
Tank got arrested.
You know what? You caught it, man. You know, I don't know if it's going to stick, but apparently he put his hands on his girlfriend again. And it's not true, but he was arrested, and it's putting this fight with Lamont Roach in jeopardy. So I don't know, Jim. Those are the two best at 135. They need to get it on. I've been calling for it for years, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen again, and that's real depressing, man. And who would you giving that? Who would you taking that fight, Tank or Shakur? Gentlemen, then I'm gonna pass it to Ralph and Fillmore.
It depends whether they fight in the penitentiary or out.
Oh my!
Stevenson's so talented. You really can't hit him if you don't want to get hit. He got that kind of reflexes and talent. So I would give the slight edge to Stevenson if they fought on the outside.
Okay. All right. Your thoughts on the fight, Fillmore and Ralph, and also your thoughts of if he fought Tanks, Shakur Stevenson fought Gervonta Tank Davis, who do you pick and why?
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm impressed with this Shakur guy too, as well, Luther. I mean, you called it. You said he was going to come out. It seems like he came out fighting in this fight because the way it was classified to me was he was kind of like a runner kind of guy, not a get in there and box. I mean, maybe he actually boxed this time, which is a good thing for him. Against Tank Davis, well, that's if Tank Davis gets out of jail.
Well, he's out, but we don't know what's going to come about. He did get held out. Exactly. It's disappointing how his career is.
Yeah, I like any fighter with the name of Tank, but I don't like what he did to his girlfriend. That's not right, but yeah, we'll see. That could be a good fight. We'll see what happens.
Okay. All right, Fillmore, did you have a chance to watch it at all?
Absolutely. I'm from bell to bell.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sprain my wrist, patting myself on the back.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I said it. I said it's going to be a wash. I said it was going to be a unanimous decision,
yeah,
and he did surprise me because he did a Sugar Ray Leonard versus Duran. He stood in his face,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then he backed himself up against the ropes. He wasn't forced there. He went there, and when
I
he
didn't
wanted to come off, he
like
did.
I didn't like that because he did get caught one time,
He
and
got cut a couple times,
yeah,
but
and there was no need for that. I was glad he was more active, but he took more punishment than I've ever seen Shakur get hit because he was in there. He could have easily won from the outside and boxed him, but I'm glad he showed a new layer. But I think some of those shots he didn't have to take. But now,
he he didn't. He
who
didn't.
do
He
you
was trying to prove a point.
Tank? Who do you got if he fought Tank? Though?
Man, they're both patient fighters,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's not going to be a Zepeda walking straight towards them type of thing. And but what I did see from Zepeda that I think Tank would do, he would attack the midsection, but he would be more successful because he's more accurate. So 12 rounds split decision, I would say Tank as long as he's free.
Okay, all right. Yeah, man, it would be tough, man. I
It's
gotta
hard to pick.
see
It's
what
hard.
shows up, man. Right now, Tank didn't look great against Lamont Roach. Roach really impressed me. Where they're at now, I think Tank is not focused right now. He got too many things going on. I would take Shakur at this point because Tank's not focused. Tank's talking about he's getting out of boxing at the end of this year. So I don't know. Let's see. JMD. What's up, JMD? He said he got Tank. No, he has Shakur versus Tank. All right. Lee McGinnis said Tank will stop Shakur. I used to think that too, but I don't think has been training properly, and I think he got a lot of demons he's fighting right now. So that's my reason for taking Shakur.
Too many distractions, Luther. That's the bottom line right there.
They'll do it.
When your
They'll
head's
do
not
it.
into the game, it's, Claudia always says you got to have your head in the game and focus. And it sounds like Tank Davis is not there.
Right. All right, we're back in this the chat. We got one more. We got Who to Goat is back in there. He says Tank is finished. He really lost to Roach the first fight. I think he did lose to Roach. Okay. All right, we had Sean was trying to call in, but he's in Myrtle Beach and he got a lot of reception. All right, hey, try to call back in, Sean. Hopefully we can get him in. All right, but the other fight. Now, Jim, we talked about this. Edgar Berlenga took a vicious beating. Man, it was some nasty punches going on. He went down bad. Jim, you talked about it. You didn't like his attitude. He really got after Oscar De La Hoya more than he got after this Hamza Shiraz. And Shiraz whooped that. Well, he Jim, you caught it. Your thoughts about Edgar Berlenga? Is he finished?
First of all, I told you before that Tank Davis was on the other side. I said he's Mike Tyson in 1990. He beat, and he was on the other side. Now everybody is starting to see that it took a few fights for it to manifest itself. Hey, listen, when you fight Canelo Alvarez, you're never the same.
Oh, come on,
like Joe Frazier back in the day. Those fights, man, if you look at his resume. Canelo fought 22 world champions. Most of them did nothing after Canelo put that beating on him. Hey, Berlenga, he's done. But I tell you what, this 6'3" dude is the real deal. He throws straight punches. I told you before the fight he was going to knock him out. Lou, this guy is the truth. If I was him, I'd move up to 175 right away because he got the body to carry 175.
He's big enough. Now, his last fight, he got a gift decision. I thought he lost that against out of his last fight, but he looked good in this one. Edgar Berlenga looked slow. He wasn't really throwing with a lot of, and I don't know, man. He may have to. He's going to have to go back to the drawing board because he just didn't have it at all.
Yeah, but Berlanga, he got inside but did no work.
Right.
I'm like, what are you waiting for? Let it go. and he just wasn't. And then when he got hit with a 3-piece and a biscuit, man, he was like he was on a bike with 2 broken rims. It was over.
You're right. You're right. You're looking at some of it here. It was just a beat down. Oh man, nasty, nasty,
He
nasty.
got knocked down twice right at the end of the round, and
Um,
it would have been a TKO if he had 5 more seconds.
yeah, it was a very vicious beating. Um, I don't know where he goes from here. He talks so much stuff. He didn't show much heart in that one either. So I don't know, man. He has a long way to go. That's what I could say. Hey, we do have Sean back on the line. Let's see if we can get him in here. Canelo's a ducker. All right, Lee. Canelo's a ducker. Hey, he's not fighting Benavidez. Hey, Sean, you on the line. What's on your mind, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm currently down on the beach down in Myrtle Beach. So,
Oh, man, that good weather, man. That's the good weather.
yeah, it's Pittsburgh humid down here, so enjoying the weather down here. Edgar Berlenga. He's a bum.
A bum.
Edgar
A bum.
Berlenga, he's a bum logger.
At least he didn't bite your ass this time. You know, that might have been the only way you could put some punishment on him, man. Because he couldn't do anything to keep this big guy off of him.
Well, and what he needs to understand is focus on the fighter, stop focusing on Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah.
This is the second fight he went into with Oscar De La Hoya. First one, Canelo, and I'm going to put this out there now. Due to the way Berlanga faced Canelo and then faced this other guy, if I was a bet man, the next day I would have been out at any casino across the country, put money on Bud Crawford. If Canelo couldn't lock Berlanga out and this other guy did, I think Bud has a great shot at beating Canelo. I'm gonna bring my top that I met with the last time I was in Seattle. That's the Mexican monster. Canelo is, he's ducking him. He don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
I don't want that smoke. I'm gonna just leave that there.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I definitely don't think. Well, we know Canelo's been running from Benavidez for a while, Jim. That's your boy, but he's looking bad. I mean, he's bringing up Bud Crawford 2 weight classes, and Benavidez is right there. That would be a great fight. 2 Mexican warriors going at it, both in the same division. But he brought up Jermall Charlo a couple fights ago. Now he's bringing up Bud Crawford. You know, when is he going to fight the top guys in his division? You know, David Morrell and Benavidez had to move up because Canelo was holding the belts and wouldn't fight either one of them, Jim.
I'm really going to see the quarter fight. Like, this was busy, but from what I heard, the core stepped up his game. I'm happy for that, but sometimes you got to learn from criticism, so I'm happy that core stepped the game up. And one final thing, if I put the shield, I'm getting in touch with Tuck Sheik. How much money will you pay me to fight Layla Ali? Layla wants 20. I will make the 20. Whatever Layla gets, I make that fight immediately because I don't think Clarissa Shields will not get a woman's fight making that type of money. I'm running the Turk out Sheik.
Okay.
All right. The same amount.
Now, who do you take in that fight? Layla Ali or Clarissa Shields?
I honestly think Layla Ali should give her a run for her money because Layla Ali, if you follow her, she keeps her body in shape at all times. So I think she would give her a run for her money. Now, the age thing, that's one thing. But one thing I will never take away from Layla Ali, Layla Ali always keeps her body in shape. So that's
in shape and taking punches from Clarissa at heavyweight. He's knocking these women out at heavyweight. He's dropped a lot of females. I just think the layoff would be too great, and the age difference would be too great. Clarissa Shields is the best female fighter I've ever seen. She can do it all. I like Layla Ali, but I think she's past her prime. She hasn't fought. I'd love to see it, but I think she gets taken out by Clarissa Shields.
She hasn't fought since 2007.
Yeah.
That's too long.
Years. And then you jump back in and face the GOAT. No, it would be all bad for Layla Ali. She would just be coming back for a check, a nice check, but she would get KO'd.
And in the words of Jalen Rose, you are what you can negotiate.
yeah, that's what he told Molly, right? But all right, so,
that before he said Molly was in a picture.
You just okay.
Molly was
but he also said that to her when they were on the same show together, man. Hey, but so I know you got to go, man. Appreciate you calling us from Myrtle Beach, man.
Hey, one final thing. When does training start?
Next week. Next week, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Next week we see what's happening, and still no TJ Watt. There were a lot of rumors. We're about to talk about some of those in a few minutes, man. But hey,
let me can I turn that real quick?
Sure, go ahead, jump in.
TJ Watt will our guy Stack, he did a great amount of what the Steelers are doing to Omar Khan. So I think TJ Watt will sign, and them moving Minka's contract actually helps sign at people.
Them moving what?
Okay. Them moving Minka's contract, I think, will help them sign TJ Watt.
Oh yeah, well they save money by moving Minka. I just TJ Watt is, his prime. He's on the decline, unfortunately. I just see more injuries, but you can't trade TJ Watt. The more and more I think about it, you can't trade him. I mean, he is Pittsburgh Steelers. He's done so many great things. Hall of Fame. He has to end his career there in Pittsburgh. So yeah, he will get signed. I just hope the Steelers definitely sign a number 2. So, Sean, again, man, appreciate it. We got a couple more calls we got to get to.
Okay, guys. I'll call in next week.
All right. Appreciate you. All right. Layla needs to chill. I agree, James. Yeah, definitely Layla can't be out here trying to fight that. Smoker Jim, your thoughts if they did fight Layla Ali, Clarissa Shields?
Well, if they fight in the cage, I go with Layla Ali because Clarissa Shields ain't quote in the cage. She almost got her arm broke a few times in the MMA, UFC. But Layla Ali's the greatest heavyweight, greatest women's boxer of all time. But I gotta agree with Fillmore. She's been off almost 20 years,
right?
And way her husband been stretching her.
Chill. Holy Jill. Hey, Jill, man. Hey, real quick. You said Taylor and Serrano, nobody cared. Well, let me tell you this. 6 million people watched globally, 4.2 in the U.S. They sold out MSG again, Jim. Guinness World Record, most championship belts in one event. Number 1 in the U.S., Ireland, Australia, top 10 in 43 countries. Number 1 highest rated U.S. women's event of all time, Jim. I mean, you can't say women's boxing isn't on fire, Jim. 6 million views, 6 million, 4.2. And this is all women's card, Jim.
I see Clarissa Shields wasn't part of it.
She was there. She was there, though.
Yeah, in the stands. I mean, for some reason, listen, Clarissa Shields is my favorite fighter.
I can't tell.
Men or women.
I can't tell.
If she was a manure, she couldn't draw flies, Luke. And that's a shame. With the
Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor.
She could have fought it in a year. So, like I said, I think they need to fight 4, 5, or 6 more times because there are only 2. There's very few women. And that's why they got to keep fighting each other.
No, they got to let that go. I mean, Katie Taylor has won all 3, and it's time to move on. I'd like to see Alicia Bumgardner against Katie Taylor. You know,
Did she almost get beat?
She
Did
did-
she almost get beat?
which almost either you won or you lost. You win or you lose. She won.
No, there's almost.
Yeah,
Did
she
almost
won.
get beat?
She won. She won.
Was it close?
It was a close fight. It was a close fight. Yeah, Katie Taylor won a close fight. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, Jim. I don't care if it's close. Did you win or not? That's the true barometer. Ralph, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it seems like it sold out very well, and they had a great attendance. I haven't followed women's boxing for a while. I do know Layla Ali, of course, when she fought Frazier's daughter. I did see. That's how far back it is since I watched a fight like that. Layla Ali, that would be a great fight. It would draw great. It would the TV ratings would be great. The women's boxing fight on Friday night sounds like it was a great event, and it seemed like it worked out for everybody. It was a great weekend all around, including, I know you guys don't talk wrestling here. Some great wrestling events went on this weekend as well.
Yeah. I hear you. But so we hit that. Now let's hit our last subject real quick. Major League Baseball All-Star Game. O'Neal Cruz had a nice 513 feet home run. I mean, that was huge. I was glad he had a nice, run. But then he lost to eventual champion. But that was a great showing. I was impressed with him. Your thoughts on it? And I like the swing off at the end. The ratings were down again, but I think they did some things. I think the swing off was a nice touch to end the game. Phil, what are your thoughts? Did you watch the game at all?
Look, this is it. Look at the turnaround Cruz had in the past 5 weeks, right? Like, look at the turnaround. So, I say I was ready to throw Cruz off the boat. You know what I'm saying? Pun intended. Throw him off the boat. I was ready to leave the cruise. But man, he turned around, had some good games, and then did do this in the All-Star game. And don't forget Paul Skenes. Come on now with the dub. Paul Skenes with the dub, man.
Enjoy him while we can, because he's not going to be with the Pirates much longer. It's a shame. A generational player like that, and you already know the Pirates aren't going to keep him. It's disgusting. Ralph, what were your thoughts on that? Jim, I don't know if you watched the game. You were too busy.
Well, I only watched Paul Skenes pitch. After that, I kind of turned it off. I really wasn't interested in the rest of the game. And that's great. O'Neal Cruz hit in the home run derby. Let me say this: it seems like he's turned around the last 5 weeks. Luther Don Kelly has taken over this team a little bit. I know they had a big losing streak this past time away, with those American League teams and whatnot. But we'll see what they do after the All-Star game, because they always seem to fail after the All-Star game and hang up the, how you say, collapse the tent. You know what I mean, more or less. Because
that tent was collapsed before the season started.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried to tell Jim. Jim's the only one in Pittsburgh that thought they could make the playoffs before the season.
But I'll tell you what, though, Luther, I would personally be satisfied with 500. I would be satisfied with that if it ever came about.
Yeah,
that's a shame. Us as Pirate fans,
they have no chance to get 500. It's
over. Exactly.
Jim, your thoughts? I mean, you did say they were going to the playoffs before the season started.
Well, the first thing I do is find me a manager. They don't have a manager. And quit having auditions and get a real manager in here.
It's not the man.
Last week, it's going to be Gene Lamont. So
how about getting the talent? It's not the
Thank
manager.
you.
We could have Joe Torre. We could have Tony La Russa. They couldn't win with this team. They don't have the hitters. They don't have the horses.
Well, I tell you what, man, it'd be hard for me. I got to agree with Gilmore. It'd be hard for me to give up on Cruz. He's 6'7" and a freaky talent. The guy can hit a ball a mile. He's playing a new position. He's infielder now. He's playing outfield. And I know you would have to pay him. The Pirates bad mistake. They killed the chemistry in their locker room by getting rid of Frazier. Frazier was a 260.
Yeah.
You just like his last name, Jim. You just like y'all got the same. You mad they got rid of your cousin, bruh.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't have moved the needle at all, though, Jim. He was a nice player, but they still would be in last place with or without him. Let's jump to
They need to do something with Tommy Pham. That guy. Oh my gosh. They need to do something with him. I mean, you know, $5 million or $8 million or something they pay him, and he's 37 years old and hasn't done nothing. Has done nothing. Absolutely. You know. You know, and in the draft again, they went after in the first round pitching. They need to get hitters. They don't need to get pitching. You know,
they got enough pitching.
They've stockpiled arms over the last 5 years.
Right.
I mean, you know.
Like, real quick, jump back in here. We got Phil Moore, Layla need to chill. I agree, James. Who to go? Berlenga's a damn hype job. Never was that guy. Jim, you said that. Layla's too old, according to Frank Jackson. And Frank Jackson cruises talent, but he is a head case. Okay. Hey, let's jump back to the phone lines. Caller, is this Mark? Mark, you're on the line. Say your name when you call.
Mark.
Mark.
Sir, hey, gang. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, Mark.
All right, hanging in there.
Good. Hey, listen, man. I gotta tell you, I can't wait till you put together Smoking Jim's greatest hits. That one he just did about Ali was a good one.
Oh man, he's a mess.
You know, it keeps it moving. But listen, I'm really tuned in because I really want to know the assessment of T.J. Watt. I think now with the camp starting real soon, it is starting to become a distraction. And is that something that's helpful to the team? And Luther, I want to challenge you on a comment that you made, and you made that you can't trade T.J. Watt because he is the team. He is the Steelers. I kind of agree with you. But the flip side of that is, shouldn't players have that same commitment to the city by not holding out and not being a distraction and not demanding, more than they're worth? Shouldn't they want to be team players and not creating the adversary role? Because I think that's starting to happen here with TJ. And let's say if you get a deal, how are you going to deal with that locker? Knowing that you got a man here that is, it held out and got this amount, knowing he's going down. I don't know. I've never played any kind of organized sports, brothers. So I don't know how the dynamics of those locker rooms turn out. But can it impact the play on the field? I can't wait to hear your assessment on what's going on, or what are you hearing? How far apart are they? Did he move at all on what he was demanding? I just love to hear that. I'll hang up and listen, man. I appreciate the show. So I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Mark. You take care, man.
Mark, have a great one.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, you want to jump in first on this one? We know what you're going to say about TJ.
Well, Mark makes a great point, man. Is that you got to be careful when you do contracts, because it can divide the locker room, which the Steelers locker room's already divided. Hey, listen, in my opinion, expert opinion, T.J. Watt's the greatest Steeler of all time.
That's not true.
That's okay. Okay.
He should have a statue outside of the stadium like Ray Lewis has. He is only the second outside linebacker in the history of the National Football League with 100 sacks or more. And, he may end up with over 200 sacks, man. This is a guy he forces fumbles. He leads the league in forced fumbles, backs down passes. Listen, I think Sean said he's going to move around. He's not going to move around. TJ Watt's going to play in one spot.
He needs to move around.
One spot. Aaron Donald only had 3
Different position, Jim. That's a different position. He's playing defensive tackle. He's a defensive end. He's on the outside, and he moves around too.
Oh, in a 3-4 outside linebacker versus a 4-3 defensive end, they play similar.
Exactly.
Like Myles Garrett is a 4-3 defensive end, and he plays similar to a 3-4 outside linebacker.
Loud and proud doesn't mean you're right. You're wrong. He's Jim. Listen, I agree. I believe they're going to pay T.J. Watt. I just don't like. Yeah, okay. All right. According to what Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, and all these guys, yes, he deserves it. I just don't agree with that position getting quarterback money. But he's going to get it because they don't have as much effect as a quarterback. As a receiver, those guys, if they make 5 plays, that's a great game. A quarterback touches the ball 40 times a game. A running back touches it 20. He doesn't get. No, he does not. No, he does not get triple teamed on the outside, Jim. Sometimes. I'm not. I'm just saying that position. Listen, he's going to get his money, but he is on the decline. So they have to be careful how they register. Not so I say. The stats said he had set. He's on the decline. Only had 11.5 sacks in 2024. 2 years ago he had 5. 2022 he had 5. 2023 he had 19. 2021 he had 22. So it's like a big year, a low year, a big year, a low year. Pardon me? 2
years ago he had 19. That's 2 years ago.
Yeah, and he dropped off. He almost dropped off 10 sacks. He's going to get and they have to do what they have to do, but they have to be careful how they design it. But I wish they would get it done. They have the money. Make the deal happen. That's what I say.
Okay. I say, Luther, make the deal happen, but I agree with some of the points Mark made. I would let him play out the 2 years left on his contract and say, then we'll talk. Because I want to see what you're made of the next 2 years in your contract. Then we'll talk. Well, until then, but that's me, Luther. That's me.
We like that, but he would just hold out, and then you'd have to trade him, and then it would be division on the team. I think one thing that happened when DK Metcalf got traded, and they immediately gave him a $30 million a year contract. I think T.J. Watt said, "Oh, he didn't play it down yet, give any sweat and tears, and you gave him a contract. You need to give him a contract."
Yeah.
That kind of rubbed him the wrong way.
So that would go to Mark's point about the locker room chemistry possibly being disrupted because of the contract and having to be careful. But I am on the side of the player when it comes to contract negotiations. Like, hey, get what you can, and I don't think I can't say that he owes Pittsburgh anything other than his play on the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get your money. His body takes a punishment. When this game is gone, the game is gone. It can't come back.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what, Fillmore? I agree with you, and you make a point on that because a lot of players now are shortening their careers. They're getting what they can, and they're getting out. 6, 8 years, 10 years? It's not the 15, 20 years they used to play anymore. All right?
Right.
And they're getting out. They're getting their money, and they're getting out. And hey, I don't have a problem with that. But if he's on this decline that everyone says he is, if I'm the Steelers, I say, hey, wait a minute. All right, look, you got 2 years left in your contract. Let's wait after this season. Then we'll talk. Okay?
Yeah.
Then we'll talk. I want to see what you have left.
I would like to do that, but I don't see that happening yet. Yeah, Jim.
Hey, Luther, do you guys know why DK? I'm a break. I like to break some things on this show.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know why DK Metcalf signed with the Lion Pittsburgh Steelers?
The Lion? He wanted to play with Mike Tomlin, and he wanted to get a contract. That's why.
He don't want to win a Super Bowl, but he wants to get a contract because the Steelers will never win one with Tomlin again.
No, let me finish. He wanted to play with his best friend, Russell.
Russell Wilson, yeah.
Let me finish. Russell Wilson's wife introduced him to his fiance.
Normani,
She's going to be the matron of honor in the wedding.
Right.
Double date all the time. He came here because the Steelers said they was going to re-sign Russell Wilson. Another lie out of Pittsburgh Steelers. They've been lying all the way back to Mike Merriweather. So this is a lying general manager, Omar Khan, went to a football from a beach ball.
Jim, Jim, I disagree because there was doubt that the Steelers were signing Russell Wilson after last season. It was not in stone that he was doing that. There was a lot of rumors that he would not be back.
And Mr. Rooney came out after the season and said they're going to sign Fields to Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he said that was their intention, but you said they were going to sign Russell Wilson. He said their intention was to sign one of the two.
That's what the Steelers. That's how they got Metcalf to come here to play with his best friend.
Money talks. They got him to come here because they were offering him $30 million a year, Jim. That's
Right.
what.
Wait a minute, hold on, guys. I just got some news here that the Art Rooney statue has been removed from Acrisure Stadium on the outside. You want to know why? It's in violation of the smoking ordinance.
Oh God.
Oh.
Let's go to LD. LD, talk to us, LD. LD, are you on the line?
I heard someone say that the best player of all time for the Steelers was linebacker.
Yeah, that was line smoking line Jim. Said that.
They said what?
Yeah, that was Jim's line.
6 names, real quick. Joe Green, Mel Blount, Terry Bradshaw, Stallworth, Swan, Franco Harris. Just to name a few.
I take all them. I take all them.
Better than him.
What about Ben? Would you take Ben or Bettis?
No, but I just wanted to give 6 right away because someone said that
Not someone. Smoking Jim said that.
90 was the best player of all time playing for the Steelers.
Not somebody. Smoking Jim said that. I don't think any of the rest of us agree with that.
Smoking Jim's comment does not reflect, or they say don't reflect or agree with the collective.
Don't reflect my thinking or anybody else on the panel. Smoking Jim stands alone. We don't agree with nothing he says 90% of the time. Hey, what else on your mind?
I only put 6 names down, but there's a lot more.
I agree for sure.
Enjoyed the show, fellas.
Oh, okay. I thought you had something else you wanted. Okay, real quick. Do you think they add another receiver? There was talk that possibly Terry McMillan could be getting moved, and then also Jenkins from San Francisco. I think they do add a receiver before the season.
I hope they do.
Yeah, I think they do as well.
Hey, if they can find a way to get scary Terry McMillan from from the Commanders, Washington Commanders, I would love it.
I would love that. See, that's another. See, that's the pie in the sky thinking right there. Another $30 million receiver. But Juwan Jennings, because I follow the Niners, he stepped up when Ayuk and Debo went down last year. He has solid hands. Now, he's not the speedster, but he's a solid route runner, and he can catch the ball, like as Thomas has combat catches. He can be really fit a number 2 receiver the way Arthur Smith used receivers. I would rather have Scary Terry, of course, but he may be too expensive.
Yeah, I think the Commanders would be crazy to let him go. I think they do resign him.
Bananas.
Yeah, they have to sign him, man. He's their number 1. You have a young quarterback. You can't trade away his best receiver. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Jennings. He'd be a little cheaper and less expensive too. In terms of trade. So we'll see.
had him in my fantasy last year when I got those injuries. Hey, he stepped up. He had some good games for me on fantasy.
Yeah, with Ayuk and Debo going down and McCaffrey, yeah, he definitely stepped up. Hey, LD, any thoughts on that, or did he hang up? All right, looks like LD hung up. Jim, your thoughts? Do you think they had a receiver before the season? You know, there's talk Terry McMillan's unhappy. He hasn't gotten a contract. Jennings is another guy hasn't got a contract.
When we hear already last year the same thing, listen, they already had the freak. The guy's going to be the Pro Bowler for the Dallas Cowboys that spent time with him in the last two mini camps on Wednesday and Thursday. At the Cowboys mini camp, George Pickens is making no money, easily fit under the salary cap.
He's a cancer. He's a cancer.
Well,
Thank you.
White media said,
No, that's what the players said. And Jim, the point was proven when Minka was traded. You heard all kind of Steelers saying they're going to miss him. Nobody said that with George Pickens. Not half. Not half. Not half.
All the ones that hated him in the locker room and all that, that's from the white media that don't even go into the locker room.
Jim, all I'm saying, DK Metcalf
I love Joe.
Upgrade over Pickens. Pickens was a cancer when he was here. He wasn't hustling.
We need a second receiver. George Pickens would have been the second receiver.
And he wouldn't have been happy. He wouldn't have been happy being second fiddle in a contract year.
Why is he? Him and CeeDee Lamb was working on their handshake. He was working. Him and CeeDee Lamb was working on their
It's all good until CeeDee Lamb gets 10 targets and George Pickens gets 4.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Well, long as those 4 big plays, Pickens never complained about not catching touchdowns or nothing. He just went to balls.
No. Pickens complained. He fought teammates. He fought fans. Come on, Jeremy. I mean,
He
trying to rewrite
also gave up on plays. The most sacrilege thing you could do as a player is give up on a play.
Absolutely.
He beat up the popcorn vendor too.
Hey, Ralph was my guy.
Hey, Fillmore, man, you know, despite the fact I'm lighting the wallet today, I have to have some kind of sense of humor here. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
If you guys ever heard of Lynn Swan, Lynn Swan had several fights. He couldn't fight. He got beat up a lot. But Lynn Swan fought a lot of times on the
Yeah, we never saw, but we didn't see him quit on the football field. We saw him leave it all on the field. We never saw him fight with a daggone. I don't care if he won a lot of fights on the field with those catches, battle catches. You never saw him quitting, outing. A ball's in the air. You're wrestling with a defender. No, Pickens had plenty of bad games. No, Cincinnati, the Browns. We could go. Pardon me? The Cincinnati game, the second Cincinnati game, the Browns game. Come on, he's had plenty. He had one game where he was fighting a fan. He was trying to fight a fan, Jim. It was a disaster. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, and he beat up the popcorn vendor, so he's done.
He's done, Jim. Let it go. Maybe he'll have a better year with the Dallas Cowboys. He has to because he's on his last legs. If he doesn't have a good year and his behavior issues, he'll never get that big contract. So I expect him to have a big year. I expect him to do everything that they want him to do there. Plus, he's playing with a better quarterback as well. So
Right.
That's going to help him. Dak Prescott's better than anything he had when he was with the Steelers. So we'll see, man. But JMD is in there. He said McLaurin is an elite receiver. I do, and it's a shame that he can't get his money from the Washington Commanders. He definitely should be paid, just like a lot of these guys, man. There's the second rounders are holding out for guaranteed contracts. That's something to pay attention to. Luckily, the Steelers didn't have a second-round pick because they traded for DK Metcalf, and they could see how this whole thing plays out. What are the second-rounders going to do? Are they going to continue to hold out and get those guaranteed years or what? But hey, listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Check out the website. Make sure you go get some gear for Ralph, for Phil, for Smoke and Jill. I'm still
Have
sitting
a great
here.
one, everybody. Be
Check
safe.
you out next time, man. Peace.
See ya.